And going all the way back to the 70s, Salvage 1. Do you remember that?
No.
With Andy Griffith?
Houston Control, this is Salvage 1. Radio check. Over.
What?
It was a TV show in the 70s called Salvage 1, and Andy Griffith played this old dude who built a space-worthy rocket in his junkyard. And he and his crew would go up into space to collect junk. They actually would go to the moon and pick up like stuff. They were salvage people, but and it wasn't really in the future. It was supposed to be modern day. And so the name of his company was Salvage 1. And they had this like funky rocket that they would go up into space.
Houston Control, this is Salvage 1. We are lifting off.
Did they do crossovers with Space Nuts? Whatever.
No.
Was that the Bob Denver one?
Yeah, Far Out Space Nuts.
Far Out Space Nuts.
There were two. There was a Lost Saucer with Jim Nabors and Ruth Buzzy.
Oh yes! Oh my God!
Out of the sky and out of time, coming to see all that they can find. UFO, fine fun. They go to the moon now. They've been to the sun. Please, please take me along.
I totally forgot about that.
And Far Out, well, they were nice alien robots. They had like big square chests that had buttons and stuff, and they would break down. They picked up a couple of Earth kids, and it's like, whoa, we're trying to get you back home. Oh, and then Far Out Space Nuts was two idiots. Played by Bob Denver, where it's like, wow, that's the best he could get after Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
And who was the other guy?
Yeah,
Chuck McCann, I think. But they were they were worker dudes who accidentally launched themselves into space because the button he thinks says lunch.
They were janitors,
He's
weren't
like,
they?
Yes, they were janitors. It's like, hey, isn't it about time for lunch? It's like, oh, there's a button for that here, but it was launch.
Lunch. I said lunch, not lunch.
Oh no!
Oh, Sid and Marty Krofft, you wacky
Sid and Marty
guys.
Krofft have a lot to answer for, but they're both long dead. Yeah, I used to watch the shit out of those shows.
You nailed it, Chuck McCann.
When you say you nailed it, that's both affirming and it also just means how sad my life is. You're both lifting me up and you're smacking me down.
Well, yeah.